Hi guys, it's Jessica and today's video is about Gia's hospitalization that occurred a while ago, a couple weeks ago, and that's why there's been no video for 3 weeks now, I believe. Just recovering from that whole ordeal. So let's just start from the beginning. Gia was starting a little cough on a Wednesday, and then on the Thursday it became more stronger cough and runny nose, and then Friday morning it was just non-stop. Gia was just crying the whole morning, like since waking up, with coughing, and she also had puked during the nighttime from coughing so strongly. She ended up puking while she was sleeping. So I went to the hospital nearby with my sister-in-law to take Gia to the children's hospital, and we got there and Gia was not crying as much. I had given her the phone to watch some videos to help her calm down and take her mind off of how she was feeling. But anyways, we waited there, and then we finally, by the time it was Gia's turn, my sister-in-law had to leave before because she had plans already with her friends. So I ended up going in there alone with Gia, and luckily the doctor was able to understand some English, but ended up having to call my husband Jiho to help explain everything. But found out that the doctor thought we needed to stay, Gia needed to be hospitalized. So that's when all of the really rough stuff started happening. At the time, Gia was obviously not feeling well at all, and she had really bad stranger anxiety at that time. So she was scared of everyone already, regardless of being sick or not. But we had to have her get an x-ray of her chest just to get an image, see what's going on in there, because her coughs were so, sounded like really deep coughs in her lungs. It sounded really bad. Also, I forgot to mention, when we saw the doctor, she did a little she looked in Gia's throat at her tonsils, and there was a lot of white on her tonsils, which was infection. Really bad, a lot. So then that's why she was crying so much, because her throat hurt, and then she ended up coughing more, and then it hurt it more. Just a vicious cycle. So then after the x-ray, we had to go upstairs, and Gia had to get a COVID test, so they swabbed her mouth. And then after that is when the really difficult stuff for both Gia and me happened. Keep in mind, I have I can understand general Korean, but I don't really know hospital vocabulary and stuff. So at the time I had an idea of what was happening, but I didn't really know. So I was also stressed out and trying to figure it out. But yeah, after the COVID test, Gia had to get an IV put in, but before the IV, they needed to draw some blood, which was difficult because they couldn't get Gia's veins. So they poked her a couple times with a needle, trying to get vein. And Gia, like I said, she was already scared, and then she was sick, and then she was in pain from all the stuff that's been happening. So that was an emotional roller coaster. Finally, they were able to get the blood and then the IV in, and we were put into a waiting patient room, I guess you would say. And that's where our first video clip is, from the room that I recorded there. So let's go ahead and put that in here. So this is our space right now. There's some other beds in the room. Gia's hand has IV. This is where she had the first try. Right there, had a little bruise. Yeah. And then medicines there for when she eats meals. But yeah, this is our view, and we get a little bit of the street too. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, that was the first room we were put in, and as you can hear from my voice, I had just like finished having like a sobbing session talking to my mom and my husband on the phone because it was just a lot. It was a very stressful time. Also, I was starting to get sick as well at that time with whatever Gia had. I was finally getting it. So I was just sick and stressed, and Gia was sick and stressed. It was the whole thing at that time. I was just like not in a good mood, not in a good mental space. But yeah, so that was the first room, and we stayed there for, I'm gonna say maybe 2-3 hours, and then we moved to a new room. And we have a video clip of that. Hi. So yeah, that was the room that we ended up staying the night in. Just me and Gia. But Jiho was fine. He was able to leave work early that day. It was Friday. So he left at 12 o'clock and was able to be at the hospital. So as you can see in the video, he brought tons of stuff because when I took Gia to the hospital, I wasn't expecting for her to have to stay there. So I didn't bring really anything, just her diaper bag and her stroller, and that's it. So he brought all of that stuff. Thank goodness. He had arrived right after we moved to the second room. So that was nice. I didn't have to wait there by myself with Gia, being stressed out alone. But yeah, he arrived, like I said, with all of that stuff. So that was so nice to have everything. So that was really good. And then this next video clip that you just saw was after Jiho had left for the night. Because like I said, it was just me and Gia who stayed at the hospital almost the whole time. So overall, we just stayed in the hospital for about 5 nights, 6 days, something like that. So from Friday until Wednesday. So Friday morning and like 10 o'clock-ish until Wednesday afternoon around 1 p.m. maybe we left. But anyways, let's get back to at that time in the video. So that was at night, and let me just tell you, I am a light sleeper, and in our room that we stayed in, there was 3 other beds, but only 1 other patient who was a little girl, probably elementary school, like maybe 6th grade or possibly 7th grade middle school. I'm not sure. But she's a kid, so she was very loud the whole night. Yeah. Do you want to say something, baby? Hi. As you can see, Gia is back to her craziness. Yeah, baby. 1 second. But yeah, so during that whole night, I barely got any sleep because I had to help make sure Gia kept breathing because I was worried about that. And then her IV, I had to make sure she didn't wrap it around herself or lay on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, like I said, the other patient, the little girl, she was like knocking stuff over at midnight, banging the door in the bathroom around 1 or 2. Yeah. So it was just torture. I was like, I told Jiho, I cannot stay in this room another night. I cannot. Yeah. And we didn't have really any space for Jia to move around in. Even though she was sick, she was getting bored of just sitting on the bed. Yeah. So luckily, on Saturday, we were able to move to a single room right after lunch. Yes, mommy help you. Okay, go play. Yeah, so this is the single room. Here you go, baby. Single room that we were able to go into, and we stayed from Saturday at lunchtime to Wednesday right after lunch. So this is the room that we ended up going to. Yeah, we're in our one single room now. This is the second day. Sorry, I didn't even sneeze. Excuse me. It's okay. And so this is what we got now. So Jia is much more comfortable and she's able to walk around easily. Just have to keep moving this with her. We got a bathroom right there, our bed, a little fridge, cabinet, and window view. And the window's open right now because it's quite hot in here. And Gia's still on the IV. But yeah. So that was our single room, just us. And then so Saturday was the night that Jiho ended up sleeping over on the floor because we didn't have any other bed. So this is him when he arrived, and he was just playing on his computer. She has new hospital clothes on because she puked. Because she was running around too much, and then she started coughing, and that made her puke. But she's okay now. Just fever. Jia! Hi! Oh. So yeah, in that video I said that Jia had puked and she had fever. So yeah, she had fever the whole time. I forgot to mention that. She had pretty much the fever until Tuesday morning. She had fever from Friday until Tuesday morning, like a high fever. So yeah, she had puked maybe a total of, I'd have to say, 5 or 6 times during the hospital stay, plus the one time at home. All due to coughing too much, running around and then coughing, or fighting like the not wanting to have the medicine and then ending up puking because she cried too much, and so it just came up. So it was a lot. It was scary. It was a lot. Yeah. But now, like I said, she's healthy now. And then she ended up getting her energy back and playing around a lot. So here's a funny video clip. Yeah? Huh, where's Jia? Where'd she go? Oh, Jia! Is it Jia? With your nose. There you go, baby. Be careful. This is the layout now. Toy area, a little blanket. Jia likes to go inside there. And we have this cabinet, so this is just clothes. This is medicine and like self-care stuff, kind of. Snacks.
crazy baby in there. And here is Gia's food and my chopsticks. A fridge. Dirty clothes in that luggage. Oh no, Gia! Where's Gia? There you are. Come out. You having fun? Okay, here. Hold it. Yeah, so this is her new thing right now. And this is the setup with the bed. Got my laptop. Yeah, and Gia decided to learn how to open this door, so that's gonna be fun. Today is Sunday, and we hopefully can leave. Tuesday is when the doctor said, or Wednesday, depending on Gia's condition. Also, this is our view. It's raining right now. And there's the mountains. But yeah, the baby's in there.
So that was pretty much all we did during that time. So we just stayed in the room. Gia ended up playing a lot, getting more and more energy. We ended up going to the doctor on Monday to get a checkup. And the doctor checked, and her infection in her throat was looking much better. She said if she gave it a number, then on Friday it would be like 100, and then on that Monday it was just like 10. So much better. And the cough and the sound of her lungs was much better. But the one thing that the doctor was worried about was her fever. She still had the fever on Monday. So she said if the fever had went away, then we could have left on a Tuesday, the next day. But because of the fever, she said we had to stay until Wednesday. So yeah, but luckily her fever did end up stopping Monday night, Tuesday morning, and then nothing again. So we were finally able to leave. And we came home. We also found out that Gia has 2 allergies, like not major, but some allergies, food allergies, which is milk and peanuts. So that could have helped make her immune system lower, because we were giving some of that stuff to her, and then that's how she got the virus. That they found out what the actual illness was, which was was it RSV virus, which is kind of like the same symptoms as like a really bad cold, and that's what it was. So we were able to come home on Wednesday afternoon, and we had medicine for her for 5 days, and after the 5th day she was all better. So back to normal. Her appetite's starting to come back, so that's great news, because at the hospital she didn't eat really any food until the last day or two, and that was just barely like some yogurt and some bread. But yeah, she's back to normal, back to healthy baby. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that how crazy our life's been. So that's why we haven't posted anything in a couple weeks. It's just the whole hospital situation, and then recovering still at the house after the hospital, and just the whole process. Also, there was some personal private stuff that happened to me that also prevented me being prepared and ready to make a video and let you guys know what happened. You want to say anything to the people? Yeah. Yeah, what do you want to say? Yeah? Anything else? You want to say bye-bye? Are you all done? Okay. Okay, so I hope you I don't know, enjoyed the video, but at least understand why we haven't posted in a while. And I hope no one else has to go through that kind of situation. So please stay safe, happy, and healthy. Bye bye.